Welcome to the Karen Kenney Show.
Hey, you guys, welcome to the Karen Kenney Show. I'm wicked excited to be here with you today. And this sucker's going to be like super duper duper, super duper duper short, but on purpose because there's really only one thing that I really want to talk about and mention, and I don't want to ramble and be redundant. And this is something that I have no doubt I have mentioned on my podcast before. And it's kind of inspired by a couple of different conversations. One was a conversation from many years ago that I had with my stepfather, and one others along the way, with girlfriends of mine, friends of mine who are incredibly strong women. But also a conversation that I recently had with somebody who had a recent loss and a tragic loss and is really like in it, right? And is in their grief and is struggling like, which is totally normal and human after somebody you love dies. And here's the thing that I want to say. So you probably already saw the title of this. It's called Worry a Little. Like worry a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is this. When you tend to be the kind of person that, handles their business, gets shit done, like from the outside in, like from the world looking at you, it always seems like you, quote unquote, have your shit together. You don't reach out for a lot of help. Like I said, like you handle your business, you get shit done, etc. But those are the people in your life that I really want to keep reminding you and encouraging you to reach out to. So I remember having a conversation with my stepfather. I'm not going to go into it too much. You can read about it in the memoir probably when it comes out. But I remember my sister and I having a conversation with him about how he never called us or he didn't reach out or he didn't check in on us or whatever, which is attached to a much bigger, longer story and problem. But to keep it concise. And I said to him, I asked some sort of a question like, why don't you call or why don't you like check in? And he said, because I don't worry about things that are going well. And my point was kind of like, well, how do you know they're going well if you're not checking in? And his attitude was, well, if things were going bad, I'm sure I would have heard about it. And then he looked at me and he said, I don't worry about you. He's like, I don't worry about you. And in my head, I had this thought. I didn't say the words out loud, but I had the thought. And I carried that thought with me for a while. And then I remember talking to another friend who also reiterated that same sentiment to me. They looked at me and they were kind of like, you got this. I don't worry about you. And I looked at them and I finally said the words that I had thought that day with my stepfather. And I said, maybe you should worry a little bit. And I remember them looking at me like, what do you mean? I said, like, I understand, right? Through all the coaching and mentoring I've done over the years, worrying never changes the outcome, right? If you have a problem or something that's causing you stress or anxiety or whatever, sitting around worrying about it doesn't change jack shit. But what I mean in this instance, I'm being a little cheeky, right? I'm being a little fresh when I say this. When I say worry a little bit, like maybe you should just worry a little bit. What I'm really saying is like, hey, check in on the people that always seem like, they got their shit together, that they can handle their business, that they don't reach out and ask for help. A lot of times, even if you ask them, is there anything you need? Is there anything I can do? How you doing? We'll probably say, I'm doing great. I'm doing fine. I'm all set. No, thank you, whatever. But I can't tell you how much it means to us and those people like us when you do check in. Because it's telling us that you think about us, that you care about us, that you're curious enough, that you wonder, right? Because a lot of times also when you're the person who is seen as the strong one, right? The one that's always taking care of things, handling things, getting shit done, doing things for other people, the one that everybody comes to for advice or information or money or whatever the situation might be, right? Nobody really comes to me for money because I don't have any. But it's not true, but you know what I'm saying. But here's the thing. It's like a lot of times when you're carrying that yourself and you're always handling things, people don't even think to ask you because when they're coming to you, it's almost always about them. They've got something that they need. They have a situation that they need support or advice or a shoulder to cry on, or somebody to hold their hand or prop them up or build them up. And sometimes we can get lost, right? I'm not saying, look, I never asked for, I've gotten a lot better. I've gotten a lot better at receiving help, asking for help, etc. But I do think that I have been one of those people that a lot of people don't worry about from the time that I was young, because I was a tough, quote unquote, tough kid. I was a tough kid. But you guys, listen, those are the people that you might want to worry about a little bit and check on them a little bit. Even if they turn down your offer, even if they say no, I'll tell you, as being one of those kinds of people, it means so much to us when people just, even momentarily, like it's interesting, like in my yoga class, like every week on Tuesday nights, I've been teaching this yoga class forever. Some of my students have been with me for over 20 years. And I always start the class and I say, how you guys doing? How's everybody doing? How can I be helpful? Like, what do you need? I serve at your pleasure, you know? And every once in a while, somebody will go, and how are you doing? Like, and I'm like, because when you're in the role of the teacher, the mentor, the coach, the leader, the boss, whatever, you're almost always the one who is initiating the connection, the conversation, right? Whatever, the communication. And every once in a while, it occurs to somebody else to ask you. And it's a really sweet thing. And it's a really nice thing. And double amen hands, if you are kind of the quote unquote strong one, the planner, the doer, the fixer, whatever in your family or in your friend group, just raise your hands because you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And I can think of a lot of my female friends who are the ones that get shit done in their family, in their business, in their friend groups, in organizing shit, planning things, whatever. And women often play that role. I'm not saying that men sometimes also, or men oftentimes don't also play this role. It just depends on the dynamics. But you guys, just a little love letter from my heart to yours. And if you are the one that rarely gets asked, I'm here asking you right now, like, how are you doing? You doing okay? You hanging in there? Do you need anything? Just know that I see you and I get it and I support you. And for those people who maybe you can think of at least one person in your life, in your family, in your friend group, whatever, at work that is the one that handles shit and get it done. Just worry about them a teeny tiny bit, just a little bit. Be curious enough to ask, care enough to ask, because I can tell you that it makes a world of difference. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Little PSA, little public service announcement. I hope you're doing fantastic out there. I know the world it continues to be insane and kind of a shit show and 1,000 things that could freak us out. And just know that I'm here each week and I'm thinking of you and I'm blasting you with love and I'm sending so much wishes for you of health and success and support and community and comfort and strength because we all kind of need each other right now. We all need to lean on each other right now. And so now more than ever, too, there's an extra burden on the people who tend to hold it together and keep it together and get shit done. So check on your people. Check on your people. Okay, you guys, I love you wherever you go. May you leave yourself and the animals and the other people and the environment and the planet better than how you found it. Wherever you go, may you and your love, your presence, your energy, and your thoughtfulness, right? Your thoughtfulness to ask, may it be a blessing. Bye.